Not sure what's quite going on there, but we're going to have it all settled out pretty soon and we'll get everything started. Going to give it a couple seconds to make sure everything's ironed out and that we're ready to go, and then we'll get started on tonight's event. I will say tonight we have absolutely no oyster orders. Going to be completely honest with you guys, nobody ordered anything for tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to open 15 oysters to show you just a sample of what's inside. Those oysters that we open tonight, all of the pearls are going to be available in our loose pearl section of our website. So if you see something that we open tonight that you absolutely want to have, make sure you just go over to our website, select loose pearls in one of the 4 color categories of the pearl that you liked. We'll get those sent out to you as soon as possible. I'm also going to demonstrate how to open an oyster for those of you that are purchasing oysters to open at home. That way you know the proper way to open your oysters without damaging your pearl inside. We'll go step by step from the moment you get the oyster, what to expect it to look like, to the moment of how to shape the oyster the right way to make sure you're going through the right side of the oyster, how deep to cut with your knife in the oyster, just to make sure that you can get your pearl out safely with no damage to it. And I think our video is doing well, so we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is show you the pendant that we're giving away tonight in our giveaway. Beautiful secure flower with a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous peacock blue pearl inside. Hoping my cameraman is going to switch our cameras over to show that pearl and that necklace in our second camera. Again, a little bit of technical difficulties tonight. We're going to try to get everything ironed out. But that's that pendant that we're going to give away this evening. Beautiful secure flower, sterling silver with a sterling silver box chain. And that is a beautiful, beautiful peacock blue. And remember to go to our website. You can sign up for your free ticket for our drawing this evening. Costs you absolutely nothing. Just go through the checkout process once you've selected free ticket. We do need your shipping information, but we do not need any payment information. And anybody who has made purchases this evening, you are automatically included on that drawing for a ticket. You don't have to go and pick an extra ticket or anything like that. Your name is already in there. We do have purchases, just no oysters that will be open tonight in our event. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The way that our oysters are going to arrive to you when you order one to open at home, you're going to get this beautiful little clear package. Looks like this guy right here. It's a vacuum sealed pack. And they'll hold good for a couple months, but I really don't recommend holding on to them that long. You really want to open them as quickly as you can. Store them in a nice, dark, cool place if you're not going to open it immediately. And what you're going to do is you're just going to cut that wrapper open. You're going to pull your oyster out. And inside you've got this beautiful little oyster. Now if you pay attention, oysters do kind of face right-handed and left-handed. They angle one way versus the other. There's a flat side on the front. It's very smooth all the way from top to bottom. And it dips in on the back. So you want to hold that oyster with the flat side away from you. And that way your oyster is facing to the right. He kind of leans to the right hand. Crack off the top part of that oyster where it's got a big loose flap. That way you can start to create a little bit of a crack in the shell. This one needs a little bit more peeled off so we can see inside it. Alright, so this one doesn't show us very much of a crack, but you're going to open through this little crack right at the edge where we just peeled that off. You're going to want a fairly sharp knife, not super sharp. A paring knife works really well, or an oyster knife. I find oyster knives tend to be a little bit dull. This one is a paring knife. It works very well. Remember, don't cut all the way down into your oyster. The farther you cut into it, the closer you're getting to your pearl, and you don't want to damage your pearl inside. So the first thing we're going to do is just open our space a little bit. That way you can see inside it, get the knife blade in easily. If you notice, I'm only going to cut about that far into our oyster. Any farther is kind of overkill. That far in is the muscle that's holding that oyster shut. So you gently want to cut through that muscle. You don't want to cut past that muscle, you just want to cut through it. We're going to move our giveaway pendant out of the way, we don't want it to get gross. So there we are, this nice mussel. This is the one that we just cut through. You can see it's cut in half. And now our pearl should be down at the bottom part of this, and this one actually has twins. If you look down in there, you should be able to see them. Beautiful set of what appears to be either really light pink or white. We'll know once we get them clean. They are actually very, very light rose, almost a rosy white. When you get your pearls out of your oyster, you don't want to clean them with a harsh chemical. A simple, mild, natural soap and water works very, very well. Anything too harsh, you got to remember these are organic. They are porous. Things can actually be absorbed into them. We don't want to overly dry them out. So you just want something, just a very, very mild soap water, nice and warm. And if you look, we've got both of our pearls out. We'll go ahead and measure those for you. Remember, everything that we open this evening is going to be on our live pearls, or on our loose pearls page. This one is a beautiful 6.91. All of our loose pearls are done by color groups. And I've kind of got some on display here for you in our salt this evening. We've got the blacks in their various tones. And then we've also got the white to light creams, the medium creams to like rose golds, and then the lavenders to dark rose. So there's 4 different color groups. We also offer a 5th selection, which is we pick that for you, kind of a wild card random. And it's not just something we're going to pick the pearls that nobody else wants. We actually use a random generator. So we don't even know what color you're going to get. We let that random generator pick which color pearl you get. And in addition to the 4 color groups that we offer here, that random generator will also choose a selection of a rare colored pearl, which could be a chocolate, it could be a wine red, it could be something that we don't normally have in one of these groups. They fit separately in their own little category that we don't see often. Anyway, that second twin in that group is 6.17. It's a beautiful little light pink set of twins. And we're going to open a few more oysters again. The way you're going to open your oysters at home, you want this flat side facing away from you, this dented side close to you. That way it's leaning to the right. Go break off that top. This one's got a very easy to see crack this time. Gently put your knife in again about that far, just to cut through that mussel. Be very careful. You don't want to cut too hard or too deep because you could hit the pearl underneath. As you get towards the bottom of that mussel, you want to kind of come out towards the side. This is another set of twins, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful set of silvery whites. And they're very different than those rose whites that we just had. It's beautiful, beautiful silvery whites. So for those of you who are interested in joining our drawing, I said we didn't have very many orders this week, and definitely no oysters that we opened this week, but our number of tickets is actually very low too. So your chance of winning tonight is actually really good. So make sure you go to our page, pick up your free ticket, join the drawing. We will draw for that necklace as soon as this video ends. This little white one is 6.20. These twins are a little on the smaller side this evening. And this little set of twins is a 6.12 and that 6.20. Again, they are very silvery white. You can kind of see them compared to those super, super light pinks. These are our 2 sets of twins from this evening. And we'll get our next one out this evening. It'd be crazy if they were all twins. I would honestly, I don't know what I'd do if they were all twins. So again, make sure he's facing to the right. Take that top off. Go into that crack with your knife and gently cut through that mussel that's holding him shut. And then pop them right on open. If you get through that one mussel, it's really, really easy to get them open. This is a stunning, stunning dark lavender. Probably one of the prettiest lavender pearls I've seen. So remember, all of these pearls that you're seeing us open tonight, they will be available in our loose pearls page. This is a gorgeous pearl, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful 7.5. Just stunning, absolutely stunning. Look at how dark that is compared to the rest of those in that salt. I'm gonna bring him up close. Look at how absolutely gorgeous that pearl is. Cannot describe how pretty it is. Even in person, it's just gorgeous. So whoever gets that one, you guys are really lucky. Beautiful, beautiful pearl. And our next one, gonna go ahead and get this guy open. Now, oysters do come in all shapes and sizes. They have stripes. They could be solid light colors. They might be a reddish tone. They might have seaweed. They may have little worms growing on the outside. Lots of differences to them. My tech support guy is checking our live feed, so if you hear kind of some echoing in the background, I apologize. This is a beautiful, beautiful, dark, kind of a gold rose or a gold lavender. Very interesting color. Beautiful pearl, very golden in its lavender shade. It's kind of hard to describe this one. Probably one of the bigger pearls I've seen, 7.62. Gorgeous, gorgeous pearl, super shiny. And you can see it compared to that purple that we just opened a little bit ago. This is our newest guy added, and that's that super gorgeous purple. Beautiful pearls this evening, guys. So make sure if you see something you like, because I know I see stuff I like, make sure you go in and you grab them off that Loose Pearls page. Now, I do not offer them as individual pearls. Other companies may do that, you know, where you have to go through a battle of who gets there first. We group them together. So if you see something tonight that you absolutely love, make sure to make a note in your comments when you're purchasing that that particular pearl that you saw is the one that you would prefer to get. That way we try to get you in the right direction. Now, if somebody else has chosen it, we'll try to get you something that's the closest to that pearl. This is a beautiful black. Has a very, very silvery sheen to it. Very silvery. It's got a little bit of hints of green to it, depending on the angle you turn it. Beautiful pearl. Measures out at 7.14. Try to get it where you can see its color a little better there. Very pretty little pearl. Our blacks have such a variety of color. That one's actually very, very shiny pearl. Now that you have it in the salt here, it's over here to the side. All right, and our next one. Guys, don't forget to enter for that drawing as well. It's pretty simple. You just go to the website, choose free ticket, go through the checkout process, give us your shipping information. That way if you win, we know where to send it. These pearls have been hiding in here pretty deep tonight. There's another beautiful little black pearl hiding in here. And it's a single. This one has beautiful blue tones and green tones, again, depending on how you turn it in the light. Very pretty pearl, measuring out at 7.41. Gorgeous, gorgeous pearl. For those of you that are worried about getting the right color pearl in an oyster, this loose pearl option is definitely the way to go if you have a very specific color you'd like to get, or if you know you really want a black pearl. That is definitely the way to choose it. That way you know that you're going to get a black. That dark purple is so pretty. It keeps catching my eye every time I turn in this direction. This is a beautiful, beautiful light peach. Very, very large one. Very pretty pearl. 7.20. Really pretty peach. We're cruising right along through this oyster pile tonight. And if at any time you ever have questions on how to open your oysters at home, feel free to PM us or message us or email us. We are happy to walk you through that process. You'll also receive a card with photo by photo steps on how to open those oysters. We don't want to leave you hanging, and we definitely don't want your oysters to accidentally be opened the wrong way and have that pearl get damaged. This is a beautiful white pearl measuring 6.99. Very pretty white. It's got just a hint of cream to it. This one's another set of twins, guys. A beautiful set of peachy pinks. One is definitely more golden than the other. Very, very pretty. One is definitely darker than the other. The darker one measures at 6.83, maybe a little bit bigger, 6.86. Beautiful, beautiful dark peach. A lot of very pretty pearls tonight, guys. And the lighter one is 6.65. Very pretty set of twins. That one's definitely got a lot pinker tone to it as well. Again, don't forget to enter for our drawing on that beautiful Sakura flower necklace with that gorgeous, gorgeous peacock blue pearl inside with the 20-inch sterling box chain. Again, remember, all of our jewelry is sterling. We don't do anything plated here. I want to make sure your jewelry is going to hold up for as long as your pearl is with you. Beautiful, beautiful white. Very, very shiny white one. Measures out at 7.23. Very, very pretty white one. Again, it's also got a hint of cream to it. As a matter of fact, it and that one right next to it that I just put in the salt, those two are a very pretty little pair. We are working on finding ways to do earrings as well as rings, bracelets, other types of jewelry. At this time we just have the pendants, but we are looking into quality on some other items that we can offer you in the future. So if you see things that would make a great pair for earrings, things like that, that is something to keep in mind. This one is hiding really well. It's a beautiful dark one. It's just a single. This dark one also has a lot of green tones to it, kind of some teal green. It's very pretty pearl. Measures out at 7.14. Very pretty teal green. Depending on the angle, it's a little more green and sometimes, and then other times it's a little more bluish teal. Now all of the pearls that you're seeing in this salt, those are all from our loose pearl collection. So what you see there is all things that are available. Those are all very good examples of things that you may get when you choose your loose pearls. They don't get shown off too often because everybody's opening oysters that they've ordered. So tonight was a great time to get those out where people could see them. This is a very pretty lavender pink. Beautiful lavender pink. Not as dark as that one, but still very, very pretty. 7.19. Beautiful, beautiful lavender pink. If it had been just a hint darker, it could have matched up with that other purple one really well. This is a really big oyster, guys. Huge. And for a huge oyster, it opens super easy. This big old oyster has a set of twin blacks. I always think there's an extra one in there, but it's actually part of the oyster muscle. It's got a dark spot to it. These definitely have a little bit of a size difference to them. I can feel that one is definitely bigger than the other. This one measures out at 6.91. It's got a beautiful green tone to it. Kind of a subtle green tone. And the other one measures out at 7.112. It's almost got a bronzy tone to it. Very unique colored pearl. Got two more oysters, guys, and then we're going to get pretty much ready to do that drawing once we get everything wrapped up. Remember, if you see a pearl here that you see us open tonight, make sure to run over to that Loose Pearls page and let us know that you're interested in that particular pearl before somebody else gets it. Another beautiful black pearl. This one is a single. This one has a lot of green, hints of gold. And then depending on how you turn it, it almost has like a purple cast on one side of it. Very, very unique pearl. Measures out at 7.03. Very pretty pearl, very unique. The ones that have those multiple tones of color are just gorgeous when you get them in a necklace. Depending how you turn it, it could match a variety of outfits. This is our last oyster, guys, and then we'll be ready to go. So by now you guys should all be experts on how to open one at home. And our last oyster has a pair of twins. Oh, I lied. It's just one really, really big pink one. It certainly felt like there were two in there. Gonna double check just to be safe. Nope, it's just one really big pink one. Very pretty pink. Almost a baby pink. With just a hint of peach to it. Measures out at 6.98. Very, very pretty pearl. So that's it, guys. That's everybody we have to open tonight. Again, all of the pearls that you saw us open this evening are going to be available on our Loose Pearls page. So make sure you hop over to our website and check that out. We're going to do that drawing shortly, so make sure that you've got your tickets in. Want to make sure that everybody has a chance, so that we will give you a couple more seconds once we get the video concluded to finish up any checkouts that you may be trying to go through. And then we'll get that drawing done and posted for everybody. Again, that is a beautiful, beautiful 20-inch box chain with the Secura pendant and the beautiful peacock blue pearl inside. So you guys have a great night. We're going to get that drawing started in just a few, and we'll get that posted. We'll see you guys next time.